Hey, what's up to the connects out there and high vibes? In today's video, I just want to talk about basically expressing yourself energetically, and so let's get into it right away. But first off, just in case if an agent pops up, I chose a different spot today. So I got this area. It's pretty clear, high in vibes. All the trees are vibing high. But anyways, it's not too close to a long time ago when I made one of my videos. This dude with his dog popped up, right? And I was just like getting in tune, right? And I was expressing myself, spiritually out in nature. And what he tried to do was basically, come in with his presence basically, and try to express himself egotistically and put that energy on top of me, basically. So basically, what I'm getting at here is expressing yourself not just spiritually, not just mentally or physically, energetically, because you got to remember everything equates to energy. So if you're dealing with your spirit, mind, body, right, and you're trying to express yourself, you got to be hitting all 3 points to express the full trinity of who you are: the spiritual part of what your spiritual being, that energetic part, then the mental mind of energetic mind of who you are and stuff like that, and then the physical part. There are clothes like that we wear that express ourselves and stuff like that. People wear certain things, people use symbology and stuff like that to express certain things. But there's the energetic level of things that equate to everything. And once you can start to express yourself, you start to transform. You start to grow these wings, and you can actually fly. Instead of some people always trying to not let you fly, you learn how to fly, and you can actually start to fly in life. Because a lot of people are trying to hold people down in this reality. A lot of people are trying to put people down, not let people actually grow their wings and actually fly in this reality. People are trying to get people to be fearful, sad, and be in this negative vibe, to the point where people feel like they don't be able to express themselves. What people start doing? See, these are the subconscious type of things that happen with people. If you can't learn to express yourself spiritually, you start to get depressed. All these different type of anxiety issues start to happen. You may start to have this tension inside. You might feel like you got this baggage, this emotional, or these different types of feelings that you have that are like holding you down. And some of the reasons may be, depending on a certain scenario and stuff like that, may be because of your energetic self not expressing the energy within inside yourself. See, we have all this spiritual high vibe and energy within us. It's just understanding and retuning and reconnecting yourself into that higher frequency, basically. And once you can do that, you basically, where you have all this energy, right? If you're not expressing that energy, what happens is it becomes stagnant. Your energy has to be flowing, so you have to constantly be expressing yourself in different ways, and growing and evolving in different ways and styles of who you truly are as a spiritual person, and not allowing these people to basically put that pressure on you. See, like the snake is trying to constrain the energy, it's trying to lock down that energy. And when you're spiritual and you're vibing high, all these attacks and stuff like that are there to like stop you from expressing that energy. See, when you're being spiritual, or you're out and vibing in nature and stuff like that, or you're just wearing some crystals, or wearing something that says high vibes, or like wearing some stuff that isn't in the programming of the egotistical people, basically, what will happen is they will try to come in basically to actually try to suppress that energy. Just like when the planes and all this different type of stuff, they're trying to constrain and box in this energy. So what do you want to do? What is it that you want to do to help make yourself feel better, not just spiritually, not just mentally or physically, but energetically? Energy, everything in this reality equates to energy. So energy is very important. Understanding the non-physical is very important. And because a lot of people are tuned into the the physical right now. I was just staring at this ant right now because I'm by the sand, and like there's a bunch of ants and stuff. They're crawling around. There's like a little red ant. It's still kind of crawling near me, but anyways, I got the insects with me and stuff. We're all vibing high out here. Even the bugs, man. They're always expressing themselves. You see them building. Even if their little house got knocked down, those ants are going to build that house right back up. You don't see the ants complaining about shit. You don't see a tree if it gets its top cut off. You don't see the tree going, oh, I'm done for. The trees will be like, oh, I'm just going to keep growing. And that's like, you can learn stuff from nature, the symbology. Say, like, it's cutting off the top. Say you like your hair, right? I know some of the connects and stuff were cutting off their hairs and things like that. There's an agent over there with the orange. But anyways, just with the connects cutting the hair, basically, what will happen is, just like a tree cutting off its top, you allow new room of growth to expand and stuff like that. And when you let go of all these agents and stuff like that, trying to, basically put that pressure on you to stop you. So that's another thing too, real quick. When you take off those layers of different things that are holding you back and stopping you from growing and stuff, and you get rid of those things, you allow room to grow. You allow different aspects of yourself to grow energetically. See, when you have your roots and stuff planted into the ground and things like that, you have all these different forms of nutrients and stuff like that there, but there's things on the outside, like above the ground and stuff like that, that could be affecting certain things. And sometimes the tree may, do certain things to get rid of its branch. Sometimes the branch may die off to allow new room for growth, maybe to protect itself, maybe to grow, and that's just on a physical level. And trees are very energetically high in vibrations, high in vibes, basically, super high in vibes. Like if you like getting connected with the trees and stuff like that, like that's one thing too, is you want to get connected with all the trees, and become, find a way to get connected with their neural network, because, just like in the Matrix movie, how Morpheus was talking to Neo about, it's a neural simulated, I forgot what he was specifically saying, but, not word for word, but it's like a neural interactive network, basically, the man-made Matrix, it basically is like that, the symbolism and the terminology of things that are said in this reality. Well, if you see between the lines, you'll see how what they talk about and stuff like that. The Matrix is just like its own neural network of hive mind people and stuff, and it's trying to spread and plague over the spiritual energy that's around here. So you got to get in tune with your spiritual energy. You got to be like the sun. The sun's always going to be shining bright. It's always expressing that energy. It's always giving off that energy and stuff like that. That's another thing too that you want to do, is always give off that high vibe and energy. You want to be radiating that energy, but it doesn't mean I'm not saying you want to give up that energy, basically, and things like that. Basically, what you want to do is get in tune with the right vibrations, become aware of the things that are actually stopping you from actually, transmuting these types of energies that are trying to stop you from actually getting yourself to the right frequency and vibration, and being balanced with the things energetically that will help you set you free. See, there's a lot of things, people are worrying about what other people think. You gotta be going within yourself and find things that help balance you energetically. So that way, once you can balance yourself energetically, it starts to take effects in the physical. See, a lot of things, so people are out of tune with the non-physical. What is happening is all these things in the physical take place within the body. All these subconscious attacks and things like that. That's actually what I want to get back to real quick. Is actually, once you actually, man, I'm getting sent energy and stuff like that. But anyways, it's like a very subtle energy, basically. But basically, through the subconscious, what will happen is some people may start to eat certain foods and stuff like that because they're not expressing themselves energetically, which is on a spiritual level, because we're all spiritual beings. Everything equates to spirit. A lot of people don't want to believe in this stuff, but if you're ran by ego, basically, and you're driven by ego, you're not going to be able to understand any of this type of stuff. If you're viewing things from an egotistical standpoint, you're not going to get the information, because Spirit's not going to give anybody information that's based off the ego. Spirit's not going to guide those who are based off the ego and to get to those higher realms of information. Spirit is guiding those to get the higher information that is working. Spirit is working with those who are working with it, who are making this world a better place. So if you're sitting there in a very low perspective and you're not doing the things that get you right with Spirit and things like that, you're not going to get the right information. You're not going to be at the right place at the right time. Spirit's going to be moving its way for other people, paving the way for people that really want to be truly in tune. This is true. Spirit wants people to see. Spirit wants to see people actually tune up in their life. Spirit wants to see you express yourself to the highest potential that you have in deep inside of yourself. Spirit wants to see you be free. Spirit wants to see you do all these things in life that you can do. Spirit wants to see you, and Spirit believes in you to see you unlock your highest potential and that limitless status within yourself. Spirit wants to see you do all these things because it believes in you and it knows that you can do it. It's just you and your ego. The ego is stopping you from that blockage. It's not allowing yourself to express that limitless status. See, when you get into the flow within all the aspects of, expressing yourself and not letting the fears, the doubts, all the worries, all the little subconscious and all the little tedious things hold you back, all these layers of this, like an onion, basically, all these layers that were once confining your energy and stuff like that, all these things that were trying to hold you down, you let go of it, and then your energy starts to radiate outwards. That's when your electromagnetic field can influence things, and that's when the NPA gets activated basically, because your energy field is now not being constrained. It's not being, you know, conformed and controlled by certain people, or like different entities and things like that are trying to like basically disturb that energy frequency and trying to like basically suck it into the man-made matrix basically. It's affecting everybody, and like that's why you want to express yourself energetically. Do that and see exactly what I mean. Once you get the first-hand experience, you'll know what I'm talking about in this video. Then you can come back to this video and watch it again, and then you get a higher perspective basically. But that's all I want to say in this video. Learn to express yourself energetically. Get rid of the emotional baggages and stuff like that, all these little programs that are holding you back, and be with spirit. Truly be with spirit. Give in that 100%. You know, you have the chance to basically go all in. Spirit's giving, if you're putting in your work for spirit, Spirit's going to give you the right hand in the deck of cards basically. Spirit's going to make the right moves for you spiritually, mentally, and physically. And as long as you stay in tune, you know, like in my video, walk with spirit and spirit will walk with you. And that's such a true saying. Such a true saying. See, people, they have a hard time believing in spirit. They have a hard time seeing the things for what they are because they haven't put in the work. But if you truly ask like in all these videos that I make, if you ask the deeper parts of the reality, if you start to do the things that are said in all these videos, and not any of the Connects videos, you start to see the things for what they are, not for what people tell you they are. It's like, yeah, I don't want you to have to believe in me. I want you people out there that are watching this video to get the first-hand experience, so that way when you do go out into the, you know, society, or, you know, into a town, or, you know, a city, or, you know, what we call it as a man-made matrix, you know, then you start to get to that mysterious, you know, I want you people to get the first-hand experience. I don't want you to take my word for it, because not everyone's experience is going to be the exact same thing, but we can sync up and have synchronicities that, you know, cross-sync with each other. You know, we actually are connected and stuff like that. And you'll see how what I talk about relates to certain things that will happen in your area. What happens with you. There are eye gazes out here. You might experience, once you start getting in tune and expressing yourself energetically, you might start to see the eye gazes. You might start to see, you know, these different energy vampires. You might start to see, you know, a lot of people try to wear the black and white all the time. You might see how when you look at some stuff online or something like that, all of a sudden, boom, there's something that represents that type of stuff, or, you know, and there's all different meanings behind those things. You just got to know the energy signature between those things and getting into your subconscious, you know. Also, you know, get into your subconscious. That's a big thing too. If you haven't watched some of the videos that I have posted about the subconscious, do that. If you want the higher information, check us out at reprogramthematrix.com. Of course, you're going to get the most highest information from our MC Spiritual, the Astral Solstice, because he's a true MC and he's really helping those turn up that really want to be turned up and stuff like that. Because Spirit's here for those who are there for it. Basically, you know, it goes in hand, you know. For all the experience and stuff, I'll never give up on spirit. See, that's one thing too, is being dedicated. A lot of people don't want to be dedicated, and they wonder why they don't get the first-hand experience. They may be like, they'll maybe be dedicated for 2 weeks straight. They might put in a lot of work. You know, they might, you know, do a lot of things, but then they haven't got the experience, and then they're like, ah, man, this shit ain't real. You know, I'm just gonna go back to my old ways and go back to drinking. Not saying it's bad to drink alcohol, but like in all reality, a lot of people are really unbalanced with it. So to be honest, we should just be like getting rid of the things that don't serve us a purpose right now until we know how to be balanced. You know, that's the thing too. If you don't know how to be balanced with things, cut out the things that are making you unbalanced, so that way you can start to see how it affects you. You know, being aware of the things that are making you unbalanced in your life will help you start to see things that are, well, basically, yeah. If you see things that are unbalanced in your life, it will help you to become a more balanced person. Then you'll start to see how there's a lot of unbalanced things. You'll see how people are more unbalanced with things. You'll see how people always are like, basically they'll always try to do one thing. They'll always try to manipulate or do things to get you out of that, you know, balanced state. But yeah, be dedicated, you know, put in the work, and you'll see how everything changes in your life. Got this grasshopper over here. It's been chilling and walking around. Some dragonflies here and there, but in all reality, you know, express yourself energetically, for real. Do that, you know. Don't be afraid, because a lot of times all these people want to make you afraid. I've said that in my videos. I know it can sometimes, you know, be like, oh, he's just saying the same thing, but it's not that, you know. In all reality, it's from the heart, you know. It's all from what really is true from within inside, you know, my heart and stuff like that. Because it's like, I care, you know. A lot of you people out there, it's like, I don't know, it's like spiritually I know you within, because it's the energy signature once your vibration gets high enough and stuff like that. But like, you know, we haven't met in the physical maybe yet, or, you know, you may be new to this channel, or, you know, you're just starting on your spiritual path, or you're just some agent watching my video and stuff like that, of course. there's all the different type of people that watch this video, but you know, it comes from my heart, you know, because there's always an opportunity to go. There's always an opportunity to make a difference in this world. It's like, but in order to do this, we got to come together, you know. You got to break through all the fears, you know, learn how to speak, you know. All this stuff is meant to help you basically take steps to get to where you need to be in your life. Because everyone has a, you know, a specific thing that they're going to do in their life. It may not be the same thing, but it may change and stuff like that. You know, everything comes together. Everything's connected in this reality. And if you can start to see that, you'll start to put the puzzle pieces together. You'll see how this message, not only all the YouTube connects and all the connects YouTube channels and stuff like that, it all comes together, you know. If you're here right now watching this video, you're here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. But high vibes, but high vibes, you know, that's all I want to say basically. High vibes, peacing out with my highest vibrations, you know, my full love that are watching this video, and, you know, my gratitude, and stay high in vibes, and really high in vibes, stay high in vibes.